JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, craft vendor shot dead in Trelawney. One man was shot dead as marauding gunmen swooped down on a group of men playing dominoes in the normally peaceful Cooperspan community in Trelawney yesterday evening. The police have identified the dead man as 38-year-old Oral Allen, also called Speedy, of Cooperspan, Trelawney. According to the Falmouth Police, about 7:15 p.m., Allen was among a group of individuals having drinks and playing dominoes when they were pounced upon by unknown assailants. When the shooting subsided, Allen was found suffering from gunshot wounds to the upper body and right arm. He was taken to the Falmouth Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead upon arrival. The police have not yet established a motive for the killing. Allen's killing brings to 21 the number of murders recorded in the Trelawney Police Division since the start of the year, which is 8 shy of the 29 recorded over the corresponding period last year. 15-year-old charged with manslaughter. A 15-year-old boy has been arrested and charged with manslaughter and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition following an incident that led to the death of a man in Point District in St. Elizabeth on Saturday. Lawmen said that about 9:30 p.m., the teen was in the company of 3 other men and was playing with a firearm when an explosion was heard. It was discovered that 20-year-old Stephen Lewis was shot in the head. He was pronounced dead at hospital. Hours later, the accused was handed over to the police. His court date is being finalized. Lifeguard stabs man who was arguing with his father. Officers arrested 33-year-old Christopher Noble after he allegedly stabbed a man who was arguing with his father on Burwood Beach, Cooperspan in Trelawney on Friday, November 27. Noble is a lifeguard of Cooperspan in the parish. He was charged with wounding with intent. According to the Falmouth Police, about 6 p.m., the complainant had an argument with Noble's father. The police said Noble intervened and allegedly used a knife to stab the complainant. The complainant was assisted to the hospital, where he was admitted in serious condition, the police said. Noble was arrested and subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. 3 caught with gun and ammo while breaching curfew order. 2 men and a woman have been charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, as well as breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act, after police stopped and searched a vehicle on the Washington Boulevard in St. Andrew last week. Arrested and charged are 32-year-old Sasha Gordon, a chef of Westmead Road, Kingston, 28-year-old Isaiah Findlay, and a 27-year-old Stephen Davis, both of 4 East, Greater Portmore in St. Catherine. The police said a team of officers was conducting an operation during which a white Nissan Tida motor car was stopped about 2:30 a.m. last Thursday. The vehicle was searched and the gun and 5 rounds of ammunition were found, the police said. Over in Westmoreland, a lifeguard is behind bars after being accused of breaching the Firearms Act. Lamar Campbell, 24, who is from Petersfield, was arrested on Monday. The Whitton police reported that last Wednesday, Campbell had an altercation with the complainant. Campbell allegedly left and returned with a firearm and fired several shots into the air. The incident was reported to the police and Campbell was apprehended. Westmoreland men facing larceny charges. 2 Westmoreland men were yesterday charged with housebreaking, larceny, and receiving stolen property in connection with an incident which happened in the parish in November. Charged are 43-year-old Neil Davis, a taxi operator, and 42-year-old chef Vincent Burgess. Lawmen said that on November 18, the caretaker for the premises securely locked all doors and windows. The caretaker returned on November 27 and discovered that 4 flat-screen televisions, a weed trimmer, a generator, and a refrigerator were missing. A report was made to the police and an investigation launched. Following investigations, both men turned themselves in to the police. Both men were subsequently charged. They will appear in the Westmoreland Parish Court at a later date. 672 school-age children infected with COVID-19 since March. 672 school-age children have contracted COVID-19 since Jamaica had its first case of the virus in March. Another 128 children between 0 and 2 years old make up the remainder of the total of 800 cases of novel coronavirus disease in minors across the island up to November 21, accounting for just over 7% of all the confirmed cases in the population. The data was shared yesterday in a submission from the Education Ministry to the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee (PAAC) of Parliament. The majority of the cases, 292, are among those aged 6 to 12 years, followed by the 13 to 17 age group with 284 cases. The data, prepared by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, indicates that Kingston and St. Andrew have the most cases, 189, followed by St. Catherine with 168. St. James has 87 cases, St. Thomas 64, St. Anne 50, Clarendon 41, Portland 34, Trelawney 33, St. Mary 32, St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland 28, Manchester 24 and Hanover 22. The ministry says parish health departments have reported that no student or teacher had been identified with signs or symptoms of COVID-19 during the pilot 2-week face-to-face reopening of 17 schools across the island in November, and neither had any tested positive for the virus. Jamaica gets big COVID-19 vaccine discount, 1 million vials expected by March. Some US $8.2 million is being used to procure 1 million COVID-19 vaccine vials. It's a big discount on the otherwise US $37 million. Jamaica would have had to fork out at $37 per dose. Each individual is expected to receive 2 doses of the vaccine. There has been an initial deposit of about US $1.1 million through the Caribbean Public Health Agency. The balance is being programmed for fiscal year 2021 to 22, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Dunstan Bryan, revealed to the Public Appropriation and Administration Committee of Parliament. Bryan said Jamaica is not expected to receive the vaccine until the second quarter of the calendar year. The first world countries are going to crowd out the market for the first 3 to 4 months, he said. Chief Medical Officer, CMO, Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa McKenzie, said going into the second phase of the vaccination program, the prices will not remain the same, suggesting there will be an increase. The CMO explained to the committee that the vaccine, which requires minus 70 degrees Celsius, was not the one Jamaica would be getting, as it was not a part of the COVAX facility to which Jamaica currently subscribes. So the second and third runners after are included in the COVAX facility, and the probability is that those will become available to us, she said. The other vaccines, the storage conditions that are required, are conditions that we presently have in the country, she said, mentioning that the other type of vaccines will require minus 20 degrees Celsius, which is the temperature in most freezers. The vaccines can be stored up to 6 months under those conditions. However, once taken out of the minus 20 degrees Celsius temperature, the vaccines can be stored at minus 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, which is the temperature of a typical refrigerator. Through the COVAX facility, 15% of the population, the CMO confirmed yesterday, will be covered. Bisesa McKenzie said frontline workers and the elderly will have first access to the vaccine. Dr. Chang asked for help in crime fight. Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, yesterday called on a number of government agencies to help in addressing social issues that contribute to Jamaica's high crime rate. Dr. Chang, who also serves as Deputy Prime Minister, made the call yesterday morning during a meeting with representatives from the Ministries of Local Government and Rural Development, Education, Youth and Information, Housing, Urban Renewal, Environment and Climate Change, Economic Growth and Job Creation, Labor and Social Security. Officials from Heart Trust, NSTA, the Jamaica Defense Force, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and the Jamaica Social Investment Fund were also in attendance. The purpose of this meeting is to discuss issues with stakeholders, particularly those in West Kingston, and to garner updates that will inform how we proceed in implementing real and systematic activities to address crime, Dr. Chang said. The minister said an all-of-government approach is needed, which requires greater emphasis on housing, economic development, healthcare, education, and more technical training opportunities, which will inevitably contribute to a reduction in major crimes. Disrupting gangs in all of these communities will require all agents present to transform livelihoods by addressing issues relating to poor health services, overcrowding, unemployment, and illiteracy, he said. The security plan will not work unless other sectors take on a more targeted and collaborative approach in addressing the issues that fuel crime, he added. According to Dr. Chang, while a state of public emergency could cut the existing crime rate by almost 50%, more social intervention-related activities are needed. We have and will continue to equip the security forces with the necessary tools needed to maintain safety and order in our communities. The operations of the agents of government are designed in such a way to build communities, improve social services, and bolster sustainable changes, he said. Jamaica records 76 new COVID cases, 1 death. Another person has died from the coronavirus, COVID-19, in Jamaica, while 76 new cases of the virus were recorded in the last 24 hours. The latest death is a 90-year-old man from St. James, bringing the country's death toll to 260. Another death was also reported under investigation. Meanwhile, the new cases comprise 41 males and 35 females of ages ranging from 1 year to 99 years, said the Ministry of Health and Wellness. These cases have pushed the country's tally to 10,987, of which 3,846 are active. Of the new cases, 17 are from St. James, 13 each are from St. Anne and St. Catherine, 10 are from Kingston and St. Andrew, 8 are from Hanover, 7 are from Trelawney, 4 from Westmoreland, and 1 each are from Clarendon, Portland, St. Elizabeth, and St. Thomas. The ministry classified one of the new cases as imported, 4 as contacts of confirmed cases, and the other 71 as under investigation. The ministry also said 116 patients have recovered from the virus, bringing the country's total recoveries to 6,730. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.